Hello and welcome to Alice Springs. Today I'm going to fly with Qantas to Sydney. I haven't reviewed Qantas flights in a while, and today I'm going to sit in seat 4F, one of the best seats in Qantas economy. Therefore, I decided to make a review on it. Let's go! Alice Springs Airport is located 13 kilometers south of the town centre. If you are travelling alone, the cheapest way to get there is to catch the shuttle bus. They can pick you up from most hotels in the town. Most major car rental companies have a desk at Alice Springs Airport. The majority of flights coming to Alice Springs are Qantas flights from Perth, Darwin, Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney, Virgin Australia from Adelaide and Brisbane, seasonal Alliance Airlines flight from Brisbane, and Air North from Darwin, sometimes via Katherine and Tennant Creek. Qantas does not have self-check-in kiosks in Alice. The line at check-in could be long. If you are flying in business or a silver Qantas frequent flyer or higher, you can use the business class check-in lane, which will save you a few minutes' time. What's my seat? For yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
After passing through security, you will find a gift shop and a cafe. What I like about the terminal is the use of floor-to-ceiling windows to keep the building bright, and the Aboriginal-themed carpets to represent the culture of this land. There is sufficient amount of seating space next to the boarding gates. At the end of Gate 9 is the entrance to the Qantas Club Lounge. Virgin Australia does not have a lounge in Alice Springs.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Why would you take the magazine? Thank you. This regional Qantas Club Lounge is smaller than those in capital cities, but it has the same facilities as other lounges such as lounge chair, couch, bar tables, boardroom tables, workstations with PCs, toilets and showers. The buffet has a good selection of cold snacks and salad, but the only hot food option today is a soup. What surprised me the most though is a self-service buffet. This is the first time that I'm able to pick up the food from the buffet myself since March last year. Beverages at this lounge include tea, coffee, hot chocolate, juice, water, soft drinks. Alcoholic beverages are available from 12 PM. The soup of the day is minestrone soup. Minestrone is a thick soup of Italian origin made with vegetables. There's no set recipes for minestrone. The Qantas version includes pasta, carrots and green beans. It was cooked to my liking and certainly tasted much better than the tomato soup that I had at Qantas Club in Cairns. You'll find out more about the tomato soup in my upcoming video. Today is the anniversary with my girlfriend. I'm sorry that I couldn't be in Adelaide. Here is a glass of sparkling wine to celebrate this special day. Overall, I'm satisfied with this lounge. It has everything you need. Considering Alice Springs is quite remote, it's around 1500 kilometers to the nearest major city, the food choices here are pretty extensive.
Hello everyone, Qantas flight 791 through to Sydney is now ready for boarding through gate number 8.
Here we are.
Thank you.
From the boarding gate to the aircraft involves a short 100-meter walk across the apron. I always love airports that require you to board through the stairs. It gives you the opportunity to have a close-up view of the aircraft. Of course, if you are not able to board through the stairs, Qantas uses high-lift vehicles to take you up to your seat. Qantas operates one daily flight between Alice Springs and Sydney using its Boeing 737-800 aircraft. The seating arrangement consists of 12 business in a 2-2 configuration and 162 economy in a 3-3 configuration. The standard economy seats have a pitch of 30 inches, but interestingly, the first row of economy, row 4, has a very generous amount of legroom. What's more, compared with the emergency exit rows, you can still put your bag under the seat in front of you. Therefore, seats in row 4 are definitely the best seats in economy. I'm not sure about the exact seat pitch of row 4. Next time I'll be sure to bring a tape measure on board. The seat width is 17.2 inches. Each seat except those at emergency exit rows is reclinable. The business class seats are fully covered by leather in a red color scheme. The economy class seats are covered in fabric except the adjustable headrest, which is also covered by leather. From this angle, I believe you can clearly see the difference in legroom between row 4 and row 5.
Whether you're starting your journey or heading home.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing respect to each other and our crew. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
And thank you for your attention. Have a great flight.
Sitting behind business class, I get to use the business class seat pocket, which is a lot bigger. But does it also mean people sitting in seat 4B and 4E don't have a seat pocket? The tray tables in row 4 are stored in the armrests. Mine looks pretty clean, but the best way to check is of course to wipe it with sanitizing spray. Approximately 50% of Qantas's Boeing 737 fleet are equipped with in-seat in-flight entertainment video screens and universal power plugs. The other 50% are only equipped with overhead video screens and wireless streaming. This aircraft is one of the first 50%. There are 2 power plugs shared among 3 seats. Each seat is also equipped with USB ports. There certainly are drawbacks with row 4 seats. Instead of having a seatback screen, my screen is stored between the seats. To use it, I have to pull it out. Because the screen is placed in front of me, it could potentially limit my movement in an emergency, therefore I cannot use it during takeoff and landing. The size of the screen is the same as the seatback screen. A pair of headphones are provided upon boarding. The screen is a touch screen and it works fine. There's also a remote if you prefer to control the screen that way. Qantas Inflight Entertainment was temporarily switched off in April last year and has been turned back on since March this year. The Inflight Entertainment features new release movies, TV box sets, comedies and documentaries. But I find on the Boeing 737, it doesn't have as many movies as the Inflight Entertainment systems on Qantas widebody aircraft such as A330 and Boeing 787. You can see there are a lot more movie categories on the A330. Nonetheless, there are still a good selection of movies for this 2.5-hour flight. For example, The Marksman is a great movie. It's 1 hour and 48 minutes long, which should be enough to cover most part of the flight. Other than the in-flight entertainment, the touchscreen also has moving map feature to tell you where the plane currently is, as well as other flight data such as the speed and altitude. If you are not happy with what Qantas in-flight entertainment has to offer, I believe almost every Qantas Boeing 737 is equipped with complimentary unlimited in-flight Wi-Fi. The speed is pretty fast. I can smoothly stream my videos on YouTube or share my story on Instagram.
Onboard your Qantas Flight 791 in our service across to Sydney. Thanks for boarding so quickly of Alice Springs, even with that test.
Qantas offers a hot meal in economy class on flights over 3.5 hours. The scheduled flight time from Alice Springs to Sydney is 2 hours and 40 minutes, hence only a snack will be served on this flight. Sometimes Qantas provides a hot snack in economy such as a meat pie or a quiche. Let's see what I will get on this flight. Eh bien voilà! A snack box which consists bites and a dip, 10 grams of shortbread bites and 25 grams of mini cheese bites. A total of 35 grams of food for a 2.5 hour 1 PM lunchtime departure flight. 1 PM is still lunchtime, right? If you have watched my videos for a while, you know that I pay a lot of attention on reviewing food, but I'm sorry, there isn't much to talk about here. In fact, it's not just me complaining about the food portion, the cabin crew also feel bad serving them. But I guess Qantas just don't want to put the money on food. Flights from the Northern Territory are not cheap. An economy class ticket on this flight costs around $380. Surely they can put $5 to $10 on food. So please, Qantas, feed me better. I'm not a kid. Of course I can bring my own food on board, but why should I do that? I pay a premium to fly with the best airline in Australia. It's a full-service airline, you should do better. Furthermore, the Coke and water are in room temperature for some reason. Usually they are served cold on Qantas flights. I think Qantas brought back its monthly published in-flight magazine from May 2021, so this is their second edition. The magazines are not currently available on board, you can get them from Qantas lounges. Other than the ads, the magazine mainly covers the interesting things you can do at some of the destinations that Qantas flies to. The scenery when flying across Australia is truly magnificent. From Central Australia to Sydney, it changes from the desert to farmlands to the mountains and finally to the city. The flight experience overall, I guess you all know what I'm going to say. I enjoyed the lounge at Alice Springs Airport. The extra legroom seat in row 4 is so much more comfortable than other economy class seats. The in-flight entertainment and the Wi-Fi worked perfectly. The crew, as always, were very professional. But the snack on board, Qantas, if you're watching, please provide a snack that weighs at least 150 grams. That would make me happy. Sydney is having a strong gusty wind today. The pilots did a great job maneuvering the aircraft and made a very smooth landing. I was going to film a New South Wales Explorer train review from Sydney to Armidale the next day. However, due to the worrying COVID situation in Sydney, I booked the last flight out to Brisbane as soon as the plane landed, which turned out to be the best decision I've made in that month. If you are in New South Wales right now, please hang in there, get vaccinated and follow the COVID rules. COVID-19 is not a scam. I recently received my second dose of Pfizer. I experienced bad muscle pain, headache and mild fever in the first 48 hours after I received my jab. I can tell you, they did not feel great at all. I can't imagine how bad it would feel if I actually contracted COVID. So please, do your part to protect yourself and your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sydney. Qantas would also like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. On behalf of the crew, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Qantas and World this afternoon. We do trust you've enjoyed your flight with us, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you, and good afternoon.
Thank you so much for watching. I know this is just a Qantas Boeing 737 review, probably everyone has been on this aircraft before, hence nothing special. I've tried to make this video as interesting as possible. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more flight, train and hotel reviews. See you all next time. Hello and welcome to Queensland. I'm now in Brisbane. I'm about to catch the Tilt train to Rockhampton. Today I'm going to travel